Welcome back to No BS Talk with episode whatever it is of Hot Topics of the Week. This week we got Coachella, insane ticket prices, insane Airbnb prices, Justin Bieber performing with a laptop and a USB cord, Sabrina Carpenter, all of that good stuff. And then we got into the Masters a little bit, Bryson DeChambeau selling like usual when he actually has to play competitive golf. Absolutely love the guy, but +6 is a little bit rough. I'd love to finish +6 in a round of golf one time, but it is what it is. And then we got a little bit into the whole Gavin Newsom trying to prosecute Nick Shirly. Try not to get into politics too much on this podcast, but we did tonight. So that's at the 36-minute mark. If you just kind of want to cut it off there, wouldn't blame you. But anyways, without further ado, grab some popcorn, pop an upper decky. I'll be doing the same, and enjoy the show. You go to Coachella this weekend by chance?
I did not. Did you?
No, you couldn't spare the $30,000 that it probably would have cost between the like $5,000 tickets and the $10,000 Airbnb, or the probably $200 a night on food and drink at least. You couldn't
Fees
afford
plus
that?
hotel and
Yeah,
flights
maybe
and
the Uber there as well. The Uber was probably
like $4 bucks.
$200 for a 5-minute drive from your hotel to the event. You weren't able to come up with that money for that?
No, I mean I can't afford that, dude. And I mean, my opinion, it doesn't look like I missed too much based on what I saw.
No,
Uh,
it's this whole Coachella thing's really interesting to me. Um because, and obviously, right, we'll get into kind of the individuals here, but it's really interesting because this Coachella thing, it doesn't really seem like a music festival for like the fans anymore.
mm-mm.
Right? Right. I mean, we already mentioned the prices. It's like, especially this year, I think this year's been the worst, where Coachella really seems like just an elite influencer event.
Yeah,
Right? You know what I mean there? And it's like, the fact is regular people can't really afford to go to this thing.
yeah,
And the entire thing was pretty much just like a setup so that these influencers could go there and they could brag about their $200 meals. They could flex their $30,000 a night Airbnb mansion that they're staying at. Oh my God, like how close I am to Justin Bieber, whatever. I'm like, well, you're famous. Like, you could probably just go meet him if you wanted to, that kind of thing.
yeah,
So it's really interesting to me, and it feels very culty, in my opinion, this whole Coachella thing.
yeah. I agree, especially this year. I think I noticed it more than maybe I've just never paid that much attention to these things. I just think it's kind of one of these Hollywood events, is what it feels like to
That's
me.
really what it is at this point. It's an elitist event, right? I
I mean,
feel
I
like that's the best way
saw
to put it.
all the Kardashians there, right?
Hmm.
Like, uh, I don't remember what his name was from Euphoria. What that dude's name was, I forgot.
Oh yeah, I know, it's on the tip of my
Jacob
tongue.
something, I think.
Jacob Elordi, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. He's like making out with one of the Kardashians or something.
Good for him, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, right? But I mean, um, I don't know. It just seems really weird.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's like I said, it's elite influencer culture. Kind of, it's like they're just going there for brain stimulation almost. It's like all these people that spend their entire lives making, like, building their self-worth off of like people watching them,
Mm.
and they're just going there to like feel like they're important. Hey, look at me, I'm at Coachella. I spent $30,000 on an Airbnb this weekend. Oh my God, I bought $100,000 VIP tickets. Look at me. That's all Coachella is to me.
It's not even that though, because it's like one day we're gonna be rich and famous, and I couldn't care less to go to one of these things. To be honest with you.
Well, yeah, because I don't think, I mean, we don't talk about it, but we're kind of that like red pill kind of matrix where we kind of see this whole Hollywood society thing really as a cult. And
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
very fraudulent.
I think,
This whole current pop culture Hollywood thing, in my opinion.
and I like that you said that because I think this felt a little culty almost.
Totally. Which leads me into one of my points is nothing against Justin Bieber or who he is as a person or his music. I think he has some really good songs, very nostalgic songs. But the way that the fans have responded to his performance feels very culty.
Yeah, a lot of believers out there were really excited to
Yeah,
see his
and
performance. And were you a believer ever or no?
dude, when I was a kid, I was a little bit of a believer. I
Really, I could see
believer,
that.
believer.
I,
Yeah,
I
when I
could
was a
see
kid.
that in you for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to get a little haircut like him. Like, I don't know.
I
I
didn't
was
go
in
too well,
fourth
but
grade. I don't
anyway,
know. I also tried to mohawk at one point because I was on a soccer team with all Mex. Like, we've all gone through our stages as a kid. Um, but yeah, I mean, like, look, I might catch some hate for saying this, but I really thought Justin Bieber's performance was overhyped. It has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with how the fans responded to that performance. Because in my opinion, I thought the performance was very underwhelming and lazy for what a Coachella performance is supposed to be. I mean, he walked out there with a computer and a USB cord and pretty much did a sing along with his past YouTube videos, like his past music videos. And he got to
I
pay $10 million to do it, by the way, or however much it was.
and Coachella was probably totally fine with that because it got so many people that loved it. I think lazy was the perfect word.
Hmm.
I would go up there and sit down and sing like an idiot too, and with
Oh,
some
totally.
karaoke.
Absolutely nothing. Like, shout out Justin Bieber. I mean, bro probably thought of that performance the night before. He's like, haven't really thought of anything. I'm just going to go out there with my laptop and let's just get this thing done.
Yeah, it's just not what I was.
Like, I
I'd
don't know
seen
about you,
it.
but I don't need to pay $1,000 for a karaoke night.
No, I can go to my local bar and do it myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
mean,
mean, I would
Justin
do it if
Bieber's
I
not
was
singing at that bar, but
uh, enough drinks. I will be Justin Bieber. But I mean, it's just weird, man. Like, I
and it's just really interesting too because it's so crazy to me how the fans have responded to it. Like
mhm.
everybody's acting like Justin Bieber's performance was the greatest thing in the world, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, this guy put as little effort into the performance as possible, and all of his fans are just like glazing this performance and thinking it's just like revolution in like music performances, and it's like these pop culture celebrities have such a grip on their fans. And that's where it starts to feel like a cult. It's like a cult. It's like cult members worshiping their masters.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
it feels like to me.
It's just weird. Every video I've seen on Twitter, or his performance, like anything to do with this last weekend, it just felt weird. It didn't feel
Mhm.
right. Like if I spent that much money and I saw that, I'd probably be throwing shit on stage. I'm not even joking. I
Yeah, and
think,
it's just like the whole culture of it. I mean, even if you weren't like a famous person there, right? If you're just a normal person at Coachella, you're paying thousands of dollars to essentially be some brain rotted NPC doing drugs and drinking alcohol and jumping up and down to a bunch of millionaires walking around and singing on stage. Like when you put it that way, it's like, what are we doing with our lives?
and
And people
people
are
love it.
spending thousands of dollars to do this. Like there's people that are like putting their like livelihood at stake to go afford these tickets.
Not only are they doing that, but they're happily doing it, and they'll do it again next year and the year after that
Yeah, and
because,
it goes to show how brainwashed they are.
yeah, and it's just like I couldn't imagine spending that much money on it.
Never.
I mean, it's just it drives me crazy that people just spend their money on this stuff. Like,
No, like I'm seeing here, I'm like, I have a hard time coming up with $300 to go watch one of my favorite artists of all time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and because that goes into my other point, because it's like you look at the show people are spending thousands of dollars to go see, and outside of Sabrina Carpenter and Justin Bieber, who are you even seeing? I guarantee you, all you guys might say you do, You guys don't know 90% of the artists that performed at this thing. I mean, on Saturday,
Yeah.
the fourth most famous artist that performed was Addison Rae. She's a TikToker. I'm not paying $1,000 to go see a TikToker perform on stage. That's why I have TikTok in the first place.
Yeah, I can watch it for free in
Like,
my
watch
bed
it from my
from
phone
comfort
while I'm
of my
taking a shit.
well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, it's just,
I mean, shout out Addison Rae for getting us through COVID, but
I mean, hey, good for her for getting paid to go do that, though. I mean,
seriously.
but I mean, I think this could go into a deeper conversation here because I think it kind of shows how deep this Hollywood thing goes. Like, I
Hmm.
think, I don't want to say like, I mean, people listening might think this is a little crazy, but how do you feel about Hollywood pretty much choosing who blows up and who doesn't, who becomes popular, who doesn't?
Oh, I think we're like past the stage of like the journey to fame. I think Hollywood decides who's famous. And actually, I think Sabrina Carpenter is the prime example of Hollywood deciding who's famous. I think Sabrina Carpenter is an industry plant. And it's nothing against her because obviously she's talented, but you can find 1,000 other female artists who sound similar to her that are just as talented as her that aren't famous. All right. And the reason for that is because Sabrina Carpenter was probably super easy for Hollywood to control, right? Think about how
Mhm.
political music artists are nowadays.
Yeah.
And Sabrina Carpenter is a prime example of an artist that uses her fame to push specific political messaging, right? Specific like social values.
I mean, she shits on men all the time, so
Exactly. And I think that Sabrina Carpenter is pretty much an industry plant by Hollywood. Like they decided, okay, we're making Sabrina Carpenter famous and we're going to use her to push our political ideology and our social ideology, right? We're going to use her to like push on like hate on men and all of this stuff. And I think that's all we're going to see moving forward is Hollywood pushing certain people who fit their image. And I guarantee you that
yeah.
there's a ton of people who are really, really talented in the music industry and the show industry that are never ever going to make it because Hollywood is deciding who they put in the public face.
Yeah, I mean, whoever they can control and put their agenda out
Yeah.
with, it's gonna be that person, whether
I mean,
they're
think about it. You never see, not to get into politics, but you never see a conservative actor or music artist that comes from Hollywood, that comes from,
yeah, usually it's
right,
them leaving.
Southern, what?
They usually leave Hollywood is when
Yeah.
yeah.
So and all the artists that you see like okay like country music right there's conservative country artists but they're not in that cult they're over in Nashville where they can kind of think for themselves.
Mhm.
um but like I said, I mean Hollywood is controlling who they put out based on can we control this person and will this person stay within our boundaries of what they say and do and what they believe.
And it works because how many people showed up to this thing this weekend?
Yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
don't know the number, but
I
it's
don't know the
sold out.
exact number.
It's sold out just like it does every year,
Hmm.
and it's gonna continue to do every year, no matter who's
Hmm.
on that stage. You and
Yeah.
I could walk out there and we're gonna have just people from Hollywood watching us like it's the best thing ever. Like, I mean, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And you're right, it really shows how brainwashed
Yeah.
most people are.
Yep.
I mean, I see the stuff on the news and it's like, what? People really pay it to go do this.
It's actually like mind-boggling to me.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
there are so many other things you could be doing with your life. They're like, well, but like Sabrina Carpenter's my favorite artist. I'm like, okay, like let's really be real with ourselves. What value does spending thousands of dollars to go stand and watch someone perform really have? Like, sure, it's fun, but what value is that really bringing to your life other than it just being a distraction, a waste of time, and a waste of money?
and at that point, if you really wanna go do that, that's cool, but why don't you wait till maybe she comes to a venue in your area and it's 10 times cheaper?
Exactly.
Maybe it's a couple $100. At that point, it's way better.
Yeah, but the music festival and there's all these really good artists there. I don't know who they are, but like I want to go see them.
I also think it's just gotten to a point where it's more of just a party scene.
It really is. I mean, really all it is for rich people to go drink and use drugs,
Half the people
honestly.
probably didn't even realize what Justin Bieber was doing. They're so drunk, there's music playing, they're just gonna dance no matter what music's playing.
Well, these
Like,
music festivals are also like prime like this is where people go and like take like Molly and like acid
yeah,
and just like trip out to the lights and all the shit and the sounds and
it's for
all
the
the people
vibes.
around them. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so I mean,
It's
I
just
really,
brain rot. It's literally just brain rot.
it's a waste.
Coachella is literally just a bunch of people wasting money to go just be brain rotted, jumping up and down, worshiping famous Hollywood celebrities that Hollywood decided and pushed out to the public to be famous. It's crazy to me. It's pretty crazy to me.
And they go after it's over. All these Hollywood rich guys, like, how much Justin Bieber get? 10 million.
I think it was like 10 million or something pocketed from this performance,
He
something like
probably
that.
poured himself a nice bottle of whiskey or wine and was like,
Yeah, seriously, shout out Justin Bieber. All right, you just got paid $10 million to go sit on stage with a laptop and a USB cord, got freaking paid, and everybody across the country are glazing you because apparently that was some revolution in the music industry
yeah,
that you were willing to sing along with your music videos and pretty
listen,
much just sing karaoke in front of thousands of people.
shout out to Justin Bieber for doing that. Coachella,
Genius.
if you want us next year, I'll go up and sing with
I'd
you.
love to do some karaoke.
I think we would kill it up there for $10 million. I mean,
Seriously.
I'll
I
do
might
it.
actually think about this maybe 2 nights before. Like, I'm pretty sure Justin Bieber just whipped this up the night before.
We probably just do it the morning of, but but I mean, really, it's just ridiculous. Like,
We'll be back. We'll be backstage 30 minutes before the performance. Hey, Wyatt, we should probably somewhat talk about what we're gonna do out there.
trying to make like an order on Spotify. Oh my gosh. I mean, hey, people would
Yeah,
probably love
Justin
it.
Bieber was probably sitting. He's like, shit, I don't even know what to play tonight. Let's just see what YouTube has for me. Like, just whatever pops up on my
Whatever.
YouTube feed. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
type in my name and whatever songs come up, I'm gonna sing.
Like with the lyrics, because some of his old
Yeah.
songs, it's like I don't
Like,
remember
shit, can we
writing this.
actually screw the music video? Can we get the lyric video up here so I can?
It's probably what he had. I don't know. I
No,
mean,
but I mean, look, I mean, he's really talented, obviously, and I mean, his songs are bangers. But this whole Coachella thing is really, really interesting.
yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say besides that. Like, it's just crazy brain rot. Like,
It's literally just, oh my god.
it's kind of sad, but hey, you and I aren't falling for that. So,
No, we ain't falling for that shit, nor can we afford to
and
fall for that shit.
all
But
the no BS followers out there, don't fall for that
don't fall
stuff.
for that shit, guys. Seriously,
It's awful.
watch us because we're
Watch
free to
us,
watch.
and
You
we'll show
know,
up next year if you really want to go.
yep,
So,
yep, yeah. Blow us up so we can perform at Coachella next year. Um, like make us the next industry plant like Sabrina Carpenter.
yeah, Owen wants to meet Addison Ray. So,
Yeah. um, which is so crazy because another huge event happened this weekend that everybody seems to forget about, the Augusta
the
National,
good
the
stuff.
Masters.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out Rory for winning that
Mhm.
thing. Um, was really hoping to see Scotty Scheffler pull it out, have an American finish on top, but you know, if any non-American's gonna win it, it's gonna be Rory. Am I, you know?
I I agree. I
Hmm.
really thought Scotty was gonna win it, but I was low key kind of rooting for Rory. So I mean, it is
You're
what
like
it
secretly in
is.
the back of your mind. I'll just, you know why I love Rory so much is because I have massive shoulder tilt in my irons, and my entire life, my dad has been trying to get me to get more level with my shoulders, with my irons, and I'm like, look at Rory, he's got shoulder tilt in his irons, which means it's okay
Hey,
for me. I'm practically could play for the Masters now because I got shoulder tilt with my irons, just like Rory.
yep, you'd win the whole thing. But I mean, I think it also shows just how. I mean, people are their golf games are so different, right? Like
Hmm.
you and I go out on the course this summer. It's probably. I mean, it probably won't look very good for me. But I mean,
Oh, it's gonna be a shit show.
but I
I haven't
mean,
played in I haven't played in a month, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know what I like. I'm really worried for what happens when I get back out on the course, but this summer. But
but I mean, it just shows some things work for some people and some don't for other people.
mhm.
Like it's just, I think that's what's kind of cool about the game of golf too. I mean, I think Rory's one of the best just in general out there right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I thought his performance this last weekend was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah, he finished minus 12
Mhm.
through all the rounds. Can't remember how many rounds there were four, I think four. But how about Bryson DeChambeau, who's probably I think it's easy to say Bryson DeChambeau is probably the most famous golfer right now
Yeah,
outside of Mr. DUI. Finishing plus six. um
Mr. DUI.
which I mean, if I could finish plus six, that'd be amazing. But he can't really seem to figure it out when the lights turn on. Love his YouTube videos, and obviously he's a much better golfer than I'm ever gonna be. But dude, I want to see you win one of these things one day, man. Like let's figure it out.
You know what? I think he will though. I think he will. I mean, also shout out to Rory for the two in a row.
I thought it was more than that.
Is it more? I thought it was two in a row. I could be totally wrong there now.
Um. Oh yeah, two.
Yeah.
I was thinking of total. I was thinking of total majors wins
Oh yeah, no, it's more than that
because
for
he
sure.
did like the I don't know what you call it, but didn't he won like a PGA Tour and then the U.S. Open and the U.S. Championship like all in a row or
Mhm.
something like that. I think
Something
it
like
was
that.
with Rory. Correct me if I'm
I
wrong,
mean,
but I know there was some kind of like three. He won like three of something in a row. I thought.
yeah. I've always been a more of I love going out to golf, but sometimes it's just tough for me to sit there and just watch it.
Yeah, I like what it's like Formula One too, where it's like golf. It's just, I love the sport. I probably won't sit down and watch pro golf live. I love going back and watching the highlights. I'm a big fan of YouTube golf. I watch a lot of YouTube golf.
Mhm.
Um, love watching Bryson DeChambeau, Grant Horvat, like all these guys. I mean, I'd much rather sit through one of their videos because they're actually entertaining, engaging, and they're talking to you throughout the
Yeah,
which
yeah,
almost I think it's been a great thing because I think YouTube golf has actually been huge. I mean, I think YouTube golf has been like the greatest thing for the sport since like Tiger Woods
definitely.
because I think golf now is like 10 times more popular, I think, with like our generation than it was before because we've got all of these like super interesting guys posting golf content on YouTube and it's just making a lot of people fall in love with the sport. And they're like watching Grant Horvat do this. I'm like, shit, dude, I want to get out on the course, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like it's one of those sports where all the other guys in professional sports they play that like in their free time. You see all these NFL guys are playing golf all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know about NBA guys as much. I'm sure some do, but
LeBron apparently plays golf.
yeah, I'm good on all that. But I mean, hockey, I think there's some guys that do. I mean, like it's just kind of something everybody does. You
That's a
know what I
really
mean?
interesting point because it's like, yeah, out of all of this, like, golf is the sport that, regardless of what your main sport is, everybody plays it.
Like there's guys on NFL teams talking shit at practice just about their golf game. Like, oh, we got our bye week, dude. I'm gonna smash you in golf. Like that's like I've literally seen that. Like they'll just talk smack about their golf game. Like
You know what
it's
I see all the time too is NFL and MLB players deciding, or not NFL, MLB players deciding their NFL draft order on like who can like they
oh
have you
yeah.
seen the videos who did it? It was like the
Mhm.
Phillies
I
and
think
they
the
went out
Dodgers
there
did
with
it
like a
too.
yeah, they went out there with like a 60 degree and whoever hit their 60 degree the farthest and that determined the order or something like that. That's sick.
That's hilarious, dude. I mean, that's a good idea though. That'd be fun.
That is a good idea.
Like send everybody has a fair shot. I
Yeah.
mean, but I mean, just I just love golf. It's also so peaceful, right? Like it's relaxing.
Hmm.
not in a rush. I don't care if there's people on my ass, dude. Like I'm one of those people. I
Yeah,
will
dude, I'm such
not.
a guy. I'm just like, just you guys play through, man. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't pay for a sport that can take 5 hours to be in a rush. Like, you guys in a rush, play through. All right, I'm gonna sip on my Michelob. All
Mhm.
right, I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna not slice my driver on the next hole just to slice it again.
Yeah, I'll
You
get in
know,
my
I'm gonna
head a little
count how
bit.
many. Yeah, I'm gonna count how many balls I have left to see if I bought enough to get through a round. You know, you guys play through.
That's hilarious. Never have enough balls, especially for me. I mean,
I know I'm so bad at like I normally I'll get like normally I try to get to the course with 12
mhm.
and I'll have like a really good round and I'll like only lose like one or two and then I'll my next day I'll be like I only need like 6 balls today. We're good.
You
And
lose
the
them all.
next thing you know, it's like hole 12 and I'm on my last ball and I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, so
I'm
I've
like
been having.
I'm like I already went around the bend. Like I can't go back to the pro shop now. So you got me out there with
Yeah,
my 60-degree fishing through the bushes and shit, trying to find a few extra balls
and that's
to
my
get me through
issue.
18 holes.
When I play, like, I mean, I can hit it pretty far, but there's no guarantee in the world that it's going straight. So
Well,
what?
that's why I actually don't hit my driver. I tee off with my 3-wood because for the most part, it stays in the fairway. And I'm like, you know what? If I can keep my tee shot in the fairway and I can get down to my 7-iron or below, I know I'm going to keep those somewhat in the vicinity of where I'm aiming. So,
Yeah, I mean, I've been going to the range a lot just to kind of work on the accuracy a little bit, because that's kind of a
yeah,
big
it's
thing.
kind of an important part of golf.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be pissed, dude, if I start off a hole and it just goes curves left or curves right. It That'll ruin the rest of the hole for me. Like I will be
Oh, you
pissed
can't
off.
let that ruin it because that's going to
I'll
happen.
be like, I'll be like, take the card, I'm walking. Like I will get so in my head, which I've gotten so much better at. But I mean,
Are you an angry golfer?
no, I wouldn't say an angry
Do you
golfer.
crash out? Do you throw
No,
clubs?
no, no.
Okay.
I mean, I have before, but
Yeah.
it's been a while. Um, but sometimes it's okay to do it. You know what I mean? If there's a really bad swing or like a really like the ball doesn't go nearly where you want it, I mean, the club's gonna
Yeah.
go flying. So I mean,
I think my most tossed club is probably my 60-degree because nothing enrages me more than when you're like 30 yards from the hole. You know, maybe you're like 15 feet off the green and all you need is you just got to get that thing up there,
mhm.
get it in the vicinity of the hole and you're just one putt in and then you go to hit your chip shot and the ball somehow goes 2 feet in front of you. I think that when that happens, that's my highest chuck club percent, like right there.
I could see that. I
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. I mean, I sometimes I'm bad too at losing balls because it
Oh, yeah,
curves so much.
everybody
I'm like,
is. I mean,
I was like, I don't even give a shit. I'm dropping the ball right here. Like that's just
yeah, it gets to that point, especially when it's like like it's like the fourth ball you've hit out of bounds. You're like, I'm not going to find that ball,
yeah.
dude.
I'll be
We're
like, you know what? I don't even care about the score anymore. I'm just here to golf, bro. Like,
no,
but I'm
I've actually, dude, I've been taking my scoring pretty seriously. Like last year, I pretty much was just like, okay, let's just not keep score. Let's just hit some good shots and get better.
yeah.
I've been really focused on my scoring, and I'm hoping to like first month of summer, I'm breaking 90, dude. I'm like I've had a few rounds where it's just like one like meltdown hole away from breaking 90. Like I'll be on good pace the entire time, and it's always like 9, 10, 11, or 12. It's always one of those four holes where I have like a 10 stroke hole. It'll always be some stupid par five. Next thing you know, I'm adding an extra 5 shots to my scorecard.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, there goes my entire round that I worked so hard for.
On that one hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there all happy because I'm finishing the front nine on pace to break 90 and I ruin it all on the 10th hole. And then that ruins my back nine and I end up putting up an eight. You know, I put up a couple triples, put up a double. Next thing you know, I finished the day at 104. But
See, I'd just be happy to get double digits, but I mean, uh, wow.
We're gonna work on it, bro. When we move in together, we're gonna get the course all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean,
We'll be
that's
scratch golfers before we know it.
we're gonna be YouTube golfers. Just crashing out on YouTube. Yeah.
We could literally just call it like shitty golf, and all it is just us just being terrible at
See,
golf.
I'm gonna probably get some hate for this. Kind of why I like Top Golf because I can smack the crap out of it. I can hit it so far, but like I don't know where it's going.
Well, I
No,
love Top Golf too because they have like the Top Golf easy to hit drivers.
uh,
And I swear to God, you could swing that thing with your eyes closed and you're still gonna hit the ball like 280 to 290 at
mhm,
least. It's awesome.
yeah,
But
and it feels so good when you just see that and you lose sight
yeah,
of it because it goes so far.
yeah. But something about that sport, and it's always how it goes. It's like you could have the worst round imaginable, and you're sitting there like, why the hell am I even playing this sport? And then you'll end the day with like a little birdie, right? You flush your tee shot, you go up and down on the green, and all of a sudden you just cannot wait to get back on the course the next weekend.
Uh,
And
and
that's how it gets you. It's like gambling, bro. It's like you go to the casino, you get absolutely rinsed, and then you like end the night winning like $100 on a hand of blackjack, and you're like, I can't wait to come back to the casino.
and then it happens again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know
Freaking
what?
sports betting, like
Oh,
you lose like every parlay, and then like your last parlay of the week hits, and you're like, yeah, we're breaking
I was made
even.
for this, baby. I was made for this. Yeah, no. Hey, shout out to Rory though.
Hmm.
Absolutely clutch. I mean, you can't question how good that guy is. Like
Yeah.
and he's been good for a while. I mean,
I like I said, I love him because I don't want to say similar swing because my swing's got dog shit compared to Scotty or to Rory, but I like I said, I was talking about like the shoulders and stuff. Like there's certain habits that I have that,
there's some similarities.
yeah, that I've thought were bad for so long that when I kind of look at a guy that kind of has some similar tendencies, I'm like, okay, like clearly I can work with this. I don't have to get too deep into like where my shoulders are and all of this stuff. I'm like, okay, I can kind of have these same habits and like I'll still be able to kind of figure some things out. So
Yeah. I mean, hey, once I start hitting the ball straighter, then I'll make sure my body is looking good during my swing. I mean, but
if
I
you can
mean,
hit the ball straight, that's all you have to do. I mean, think about it. You just hit it straight 4 times with the correct yardage, and that's an easy par or bogey every single time.
and I've heard people say this in golf. If you're looking and feeling good, it's all that matters,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Well,
I mean,
that's why like old retired people are so good at golf, even though their tee shots only go like 150 yards, is because every single shot is dead straight.
mhm,
Every single shot. And they just par every hole.
yeah.
They're never gonna like birdie it because they're only hitting it, a buck 50 each time.
And sometimes
But
their swing's a little ugly, but it gets the job done.
sometimes their swing's a little ugly, but they just kind of punch it down there 150 at a time, and next thing you know, they're on the green, and they've been playing for 40 years, so they don't triple putt.
And it's just automatic straight shot. Like it's
Yeah.
easy. Like they can do it with their eyes closed. And I'm just like, I am so jealous.
Hmm.
Like I think that's the biggest thing I'm missing at my golf game for sure is just shooting it straight, like right down the fairway. Like, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's you and every other golfer on the
well,
planet.
I
So
think there's some people that are good at hitting it straight, but they just don't have the power. Like I think I could hit it further than probably not a somewhat decent amount of people, but like there's just some people that don't have the power too. I feel like, but I mean, I've also seen some people like I didn't think a golf ball could go that far.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well,
I don't
Bryson.
know. It's different for everybody, but
Yeah, I think for me, my biggest issues are my tee shots
mhm.
because for the most part, my irons are pretty good. And the last few months, I've really figured out my chipping pretty well. Um, Sometimes I have trouble. I need to get better at reading the greens with my chips because sometimes I'll just hit it on the wrong part of the green, and next thing you know, I'm 25 feet from the hole. But for the most part, I've gotten that stuff to a point where I should be able to break 90, but I don't know what I'm gonna get out of my tee shots, man. I really don't.
Yeah, it makes. I mean, my buddy's coming out in like 2 weeks. We're doing 18.
Hmm.
So I'm my first time doing 18 in a long time. Usually we just go to like
Really?
nine. Just
Yeah.
do nine.
Bro, playing 9 holes is honestly like the method, I think.
Hmm.
Because it's cheaper and it's quicker. Because like a lot of times you don't really have time to play a full 4 hour round.
Yeah, unless you got like nothing going on.
Yeah, and you can get more golf in. Like, I feel like consistency is more important than like if I could just play nine like 2 or 3 times a week instead of just doing 18 on Sundays, like I my game would be so much better.
Hmm. Yeah,
I need to start doing
absolutely.
that.
And it kind of splits it up too. Kind of clears
Hmm.
your head a little bit. Like you don't get. I mean, I
Yeah,
have the problem sometimes. I'm sure you do too. But like, I'll get in my head too much. Like it's
really.
just. I mean, that goes probably for a lot of things, right? But like, I'll have a bad swing and I'll be like a little uptight, like trying to lock in, and like I'll overthink it, and that could ruin your golf game, right? So I mean, it's.
Well, see, I'm not like that because I played baseball my entire life.
Well, yeah, but I think
So I'm
golf's
like
also a
used
little
to
different.
like
So.
no, but in the sense where it's like just like in baseball, like you can take the shittiest swing of your life, right? You could just hack at a slider in the dirt
Hmm.
and you're just like, what I was thinking. But you know what? The at bat still continues, and the
Yeah,
next swing might be the best swing of your life, you know? So it's like, that's kind of the same with golf. And I feel like I do a good job where I could hit the shittiest shot of my life, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save this hole, right? I just topped the hell out of my tee shot. The ball just rolled about 75 yards in front of me. But you know what? I'm getting the 3 wood out. I'm sending this thing 265. All right, straight down the fairway, saving my ride. Like that's my mindset when
and
I'm
it's.
golfing.
I like that, and it's also a consistency thing, right? Like
Mm.
you golf like multiple times a week or even once a week, and you take a break, you come back, and you're not the same. Like it's just.
Yeah, and that's to my point. Like why? Like okay, if I could just do 9 holes, and now
Twice a week.
obviously it's a big thing, right? Like 18 holes is golf, right? You
Yeah.
play like eight. That's what you play, and there is something to like the front and the back nine is different.
Hmm.
Like I think for every golfer, they always either play better on the front or better on the not or on the back. And it's being able to put those two things together. And obviously you don't have that if you're just playing 9 holes at a time. But at the same time, that consistency over a week, I think, is really good.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you're gonna get better. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of consistency and
Hmm.
actually going out on the course often enough to get better.
Right.
Which would do. We're gonna be like professionals here by the time
Oh,
we.
pretty much. Yeah. We're gonna be scratch golfers, like I said.
Oh my god.
Um, all right, we got 23 minutes left here on this episode. All right. The OPS talk is gonna get serious for a second, all right? Because something really important, and normally we don't get political,
Mhm.
okay? But something really, really important is going on right now that we feel like we should talk about. And that's the fact that the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is currently trying to prosecute Nick Shirley for exposing vote or tax fraud in California instead of trying to fix the tax fraud. You are attacking the guy that uncovered a problem in your state, and instead of fixing the problem, you're trying to put that guy in jail. And everyone want to talk about no kings. Well, this is the kind of shit that kings do. All right? This is the kind of stuff Putin does, right? Every liberal wants to talk about how bad Putin is. That motherfucker is making sure nobody takes his power, whether that means putting them in jail or killing them.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom is currently trying to put someone in jail who is threatening his power right now. That is what's happening. And it goes to show that Gavin Newsom knew about the tax fraud, probably a part of the tax fraud, which is why he's trying to put him in jail instead of fixing the problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally what I was about to say. He's got to be a part of it, right? Because if
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I knocked my
that's
headphones
funny.
out.
I
I need
mean,
to get
if
wireless.
if he's if he's this worried about putting this guy away, like I don't care what he says, something's going on with him
He's trying to
involved.
cover something up, obviously.
And I like your point of the Kings because I think that's 100%. That is so accurate. Like I think all these protests about Trump with no kings, like whatever you think politically, whatever. Like at the end of the day, you can stand out with your sign all day long. It's not going to change anything. But
Yeah,
I think this Gavin Newsom thing is even worse.
I think it's way worse.
I mean,
But people are so caught up in hating Donald Trump that they can't even take a step back and look at what their own party's doing. Because,
because it.
like, look, I think you can agree with me, right? I don't think both of us are totally agree with everything that's happened so far since Trump's been president.
Mhm.
I think we could both agree that there's some stuff that he said he was going to accomplish
Uh-huh.
that he hasn't necessarily accomplished yet, right?
Yep.
Price of living was a big thing, gas, right? All those prices are up, right? Whatever you want to argue, what factors are involved in that, it is a fact that those things haven't changed. Um, Depending on how you want to interpret the war in Iran, right? He's like, yeah, no more wars, right? I'm the president of peace, and next thing you know, we're in a war. So there's all right, and we're seeing that all across the Republican Party right now, where there's a lot of people who voted on him because he said these things, and now I'm seeing these things, and I'm kind of worried about what's going on here. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, at the end of the day, like nobody should ever agree 100% with whoever's even in their party. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
no, 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 no. If you, I don't. If you sit here and you're like, I believe everything my politician says, I agree with everything they say, you're lying, straight up
yeah,
lying
yeah, and
to everyone around you and to yourself.
yeah,
Because I've never met a single person in my entire life where I agree with every single thing that they say.
yeah, it's just not going to happen. Like, no
Mm-mm.
matter who you are. But I mean, I think it just shows how deep this corruption, whatever you want to call it, just how deep it runs. And like, I think it's way deeper than we even are thinking it is. Like, I mean, I, it's just so dirty, dude.
There's
Like,
some really dirty, sketchy stuff going on, I think, with the governor in California right now.
uh,
And it's really scary too, because I think he's going to be the Democratic presidential candidate in 2028.
I mean, I don't see
That's the
anybody,
scariest that's the scariest thing about it.
and I mean, I think there's a chance he could win. I think it,
I do too. That's what's scary. And we're not even just talking about, oh, he said some mean things. We're talking about this guy is like actually like doing dirty things and abusing his power, and you guys want to vote him into the president of United States? You want to vote him into office? Like, are you kidding me?
yeah,
I mean, this guy's doing stuff that should put him in jail.
yeah. I mean, you could say that with a lot of politicians too, though.
Yeah,
But I
you
totally
could.
agree.
And look, and there's plenty of arguments, I guess, towards Trump, I guess, but I'm
I,
just saying, man.
I just, it's really shady how he's handling this whole situation, dude. Like, I mean, how can you not be like, okay, like this guy's showing some proof that some stuff's going on.
Right.
No matter what you say, he's shown the proof. Something is going
Hmm.
on.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you be like, okay, maybe he shouldn't have handled it the way he did, but I'm gonna look into this. Maybe you don't have to necessarily like full on agree like with what his views and whatever, but you should be like, okay, obviously some shady stuff is going on here. And as the
Hmm.
governor of the state, I should look into it. Or send
Yeah.
somebody to whatever, look into it.
Yeah.
Instead,
California is one of the highest tax revenues in the world.
yeah,
Yet our education sucks. Our streets suck. There's homeless everywhere. And then on top of that, you have an independent journalist exposing tax fraud and showing you literal proof that some of these tax dollars are not going to where we think they are. They're going to hospice centers with Somalians driving BMWs and Mercedes and Teslas. So how and it frustrates me too because how is like nobody concerned about this? Like why are there not riots at the Capitol in Sacramento right now? Everyone wants to protest our president, and everyone in California wants to show up at these No Kings protests. Your governor is a king.
yeah,
He's taxing you like crazy. He's trying to tax you on where you can drive. He's trying to put people in jail who are exposing stuff that he's doing wrong. These are all things kings do. So people's perspectives are totally messed up right now.
He actually had something out. I'm assuming it failed because I don't think anybody's heard of it passing. He wanted to tax people for moving out of the state,
Hmm.
creating this
And
extra
I think
tax.
businesses especially, right?
Yeah, but even for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we didn't have that late in the state, but I mean, I don't think that passed because I think that's.
No.
I mean, most
I'm
of his
curious
ideas are.
if the tax on miles driven's gonna pass.
I don't know, dude. It's just getting worse and worse out there, and I mean, I mean, it's a big reason is because of him, right? I
Hmm.
mean, it's also the
It
people out
is.
there that are just so naive and believe anything that uh, the news tells them, right?
Hmm.
Whether it's, I mean, you could say it's Fox News or, I mean,
Yeah. It's a nonpartisan
CNN,
thing. Yeah.
with CNN especially, like, goodness sakes,
Yeah.
because
I mean,
nobody.
I think at one point they were caught like editing one of Donald Trump's speeches
Mhm.
and taking certain sentences out of context and meshing them together with other sentences to make it sound like he was saying something that he wasn't.
Hmm. They,
Like they
they,
were literally spreading fake
they
news.
do that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I mean,
And with Gavin Newsom, and this isn't a new thing. Like we can go back to COVID. And we can go back to COVID when Gavin Newsom shut down the entire state and forced everybody to wear masks and stay inside. Yet he was going around doing whatever he wanted, going out to dinners and doing all of normal people stuff.
there's pictures of that. You can look it up
And there's
right now.
pictures, there's evidence of him doing that.
Yeah. It's just, and it's funny because I mean, I have people in my life that believe in certain things and they believe in this guy, which is like, whatever, it's your freedom to do so, but it's just, their reasonings are just crazy.
Mhm.
And it's all, I think mostly it's because of hate for Trump at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah, people are so blinded by their hatred for Trump that they're not willing to take a step back and look at everything else that's going on in our like political environment right now. And it's like there's worse things going on than just our president like not saying sentences in a professional manner. You know what I mean? Like there's worse things going on than just Donald Trump sending some tweets out that he probably shouldn't have sent out. Like we've got like real corruption going on at a state level that people are just completely ignoring.
yeah, and all the proof is there. And he's, instead of choosing to even consider looking into it, he's like, no, I'm actually going to go after you
Yeah.
for finding out the truth.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
And I'm going to
And I'm
put him
actually
away.
really curious right now if these clips from this are going to get taken down.
I'm surprised they haven't already, to be honest with you.
Well, I haven't put, well, I mean, like from
Oh,
this
our
episode.
clips. I thought you meant his
Yeah.
clips.
No,
Um,
no.
yeah, I mean, who knows, bro? Like, Gavin
Yeah, because
Newsom's
I
going to
mean,
come after us.
I said that thing about COVID, and I guess COVID. I think when you get into the vaccine stuff, that's a little bit different because I did make kind of a point with COVID and vaccine in that TikTok video, and that ended up getting taken down. I'm really curious. I have posted one video on Nick Shirley
Hmm.
on TikTok, and that never got taken down. So I'm curious to see if these
I
any
mean,
of
it
these
could
videos
depend
are ever
if
getting
it
taken
blows
down.
up too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Oh
mean,
no, that COVID video had like, I mean, it was within like the first like 2 hours. It didn't even have 500 views yet. It was literally at like 200 views
because if it got like
on
200K
TikTok.
views, you're probably, it might be looking a little different. Like,
Yeah, true.
but yeah, I mean, it's just dirty, dude. And it shows how dirty the
Yeah,
system is.
it's really dirty.
But hey,
Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight's episode. Unless you got anything else to add on here.
not much, just dirty boys, you know?
Just like you and me, just in different ways.
Yeah, hopefully different.
Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next episode.